As many of you will be aware, in April the Gold Coast will be hosting the 2018 Commonwealth Games between April the 4th and April the 15th. There will be extensive public transportation changes and disruptions across southeast Queensland during the Games, and I'll explain the ins and outs of the scenario as much as I can. I am not affiliated with the Games or with Queensland Rail or any other organisation, but I have researched multiple sources and have made this guide for you all. Bear with me that changes in schedule may occur between now, February, until April, so I may even update the video within the next coming months when changes do occur. So anyway, let's get to it, shall we? From April the 3rd, trains will run every 15 minutes during peak times on the Gold Coast line over the period of the 3rd and 4th of April. However, it is the next 2 weeks, between April the 5th and the 15th, that the changes will really start to take effect. Trains will run on average every 10 to 15 minutes on the Gold Coast line for 20 hours a day, between 5 am and 1 am. When you think of it, that is a lot of trains. Meanwhile, trains will operate every hour between 1 am and 5 am. This will mean that a lot of the QR network's trains will be designated to the Gold Coast line, meaning there will be reduced train frequencies and schedules on other lines in the Queensland Rail South East network. For instance, buses will replace certain train services, especially on the Beenleigh line. Keep posted with Translink as time progresses. This Beenleigh line will also be congested with the express trains running to the Gold Coast, which will make it hard for trains to operate on the Beenleigh line. However, on an upside, the Gold Coast line trains will make additional stops at Yeronga, Coopers Plains, Altandi, Woodridge, Logan Lee, and Beenleigh stations during this 2-week period of the Commonwealth Games. Before I get into the increased tram services and bus services on the Gold Coast routes, I will show you some information tables showing the new schedules for all South East Queensland train lines and how you may be disrupted due to these changes and the increase in trains being designated to the Gold Coast line during the Commonwealth Games. In order to keep things brief, please feel free to pause the video when you see your train line appear on the screen. Now, let's move on to the trams and buses of the Gold Coast. Trams will run 24 hours a day between the 4th and 15th of April, with an average frequency of one tram every 7.5 minutes, each direction between 7 am and 11 pm between Helensvale and Broadbeach South. In peak periods, there will be one tram every 6 minutes. In terms of Gold Coast buses, 12 high-density local bus routes, or routes, depending on how you say it, will run every 15 minutes between 7 am and 7 pm during the 2-week period of the Games. Anyway, that concludes this video. This is from the research I have done, so please excuse me if anything may be wrong. These schedules may change between now and the Games in April, so I may upload a fresh update or two as time goes on between now and the Games. Bye for now, and thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, hit that button, and hit that notification button as well. Thanks.